in terms of incentives.
So welcome everyone. Thank you all for joining. We're going to do a lot of meat in a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
We want to get after it. Some may be watching. Okay. Pick up advice. Sorry, my apologies. So we're doing live on the team page. We're here live with you all in Zoom. We're recording, so this will be on the team page and in the app. And we want to talk about our wholesale silver strategy. So before we do that, what else did you want to do?
I just wanted to go ahead and preface this whole idea because we didn't really share a whole lot in prepping you guys or announcing this meeting tonight. But for some of you leaders, you know that we have been talking the last couple of weeks about this idea of really focusing on the Silver Ambassador and what that means. And we want to make sure tonight we cover that, and everyone that's on this call, everyone that you share this call with understands what it means to be silver. But then taking it a step further, what about all of us that are out there that are customers, but we got in because we just wanted the best price, and we call you a wholesale ambassador. I even started off as a wholesale ambassador. We all do because we just want the best price. Now we might see somebody that has taken the business and run with it, and that's great. But for a lot of us, for a lot of people, that's a scary thought. That's a overwhelming thought, like, there's no way. I don't have time. I have a full-time job. I'm not looking for extra income per se. Although if you sat and thought about it, all of us would all raise our hands to wanting a little extra money in our pockets, right? But this idea that we're offering the people that have joined us that are loving Plexus products the opportunity to get a referral bonus by simply going silver from sharing with the people that they know and are in their community environment.
So we want to show you all and share with you all and have you give us feedback and really sharpen your swords or sharpen the saw. That's a whole other story with us on this wholesale silver strategy. So we've got a quick PowerPoint and kind of illustrate our point here. So let's get after it. Okay, so the why. What's the why, babe?
So thinking about the teams that are growing, when we look at our team, we have seen a huge add in terms of new customers, but which is awesome. And that's where your business should start, right? Because we're sharing the products with people. But if you've been under any of our trainings, you know, if you are looking to grow a business, where you're going to see that long-term income is by building a team, by getting other people to do what it is you're doing. And this strategy, this wholesale silver strategy, is being used by the teams that we see that are on the leaderboard every week, by the people that are winning those big trips like a Yonder Key trip. And so our liaison brought this idea to us a little over a week ago and said, I want you to think about this. I want you to explore this opportunity because we all are like referrals. Oh, we hear of referrals. Why not get those referrals and benefit those wholesale ambassadors?
So it's a strategy being deployed by successful teams and who are in growth mode. Yeah, maybe English will work for me. Successful, growth mode. It'll benefit the customers and it will benefit you, but you're going to see in a minute, it's a huge benefit to your customers. Huge benefit,
like a no-brainer.
And it's no extra work.
Right, and that's what we're here to talk about tonight and how to do that in the right way, right? Because there could be a wrong way to do that for sure, but we hope that we can help you. And even if you maybe come up with your own strategy on top of it to tweak it, to make it yours and personal, to see that there is a right way to help those people, because everyone that signed up because they wanted the best deal. So now we're going to show them how to get an even better one.
Okay, so the strategy, go ahead.
So when we're going to introduce this idea to the list of wholesale ambassadors that are currently on your team, or even somebody that's thinking about the business right now or thinking about the products and wanting that wholesale advantage, we're not going to say, hey, I want to help you build a business, because you're going to get people that run the other direction, right? I don't know how many, maybe you had somebody that said, I'm going to join you and you can put me on your team page, but don't expect me to ever sell. So we want to make sure that we're using the language of sharing, that we're talking about a referral bonus. We want to get them in this mindset to understand that the three things that we're going to convey is that we're going to help them get the best price possible on their products each and every month, that we're going to help them get spend the least amount of money on their products, and Okay, so that there's really no additional work on their end when they bring a referral. And so when you hear that, you're like, well, how's that going to happen? And that is on you. But we are going to make sure that you're equipped this month, that as people you start putting this into practice and you have these people come up as referrals, that you are well equipped to know the right language, to know how to close people, to know how to share effectively. And it's just sharing stories, you guys, and then helping that person walk through this process so that they benefit and ultimately you benefit.
Okay, so let's go through, before we talk about the strategy, the math. And the math got amazing here a couple hours ago with what's happening in July with the double bonuses. So let's just take someone who is thinking about becoming a preferred customer who wants the triplex. It's the product we want to push. This could apply to anyone that's doing a product that's over $100 in PV. Okay, so that could be Joyome, that could be triplex, that could be a combination of Block and Vital Biome and Slim. It could be Lean and Slim. Again, just whatever combination equals over $100. Okay, so I use, for simple math, the triplex, which is $129.95 on a preferred basis. So when they become an ambassador in July, okay, and they get it with so let's say they're a current customer that's doing triplex and they prefer, they're spending $129. If they become an ambassador, a wholesale silver, and with the goal of becoming a wholesale silver in July, they're going to get a $99 welcome pack, and they're going to get the $34.95 fees. They're going to spend $133.95. We'll worry about the taxes and the shipping here in just a second, but just know
it may be a little cheaper come for the time.
Right.
To throw that in there.
So there's your cost for July. Now, we want to get 3 of their friends or family to do the same. So in other words, okay, Jen, you're joining. I want to get you the best price, or you've been a preferred. I'm going to show you how to get it a little bit cheaper, and actually how you can get your products paid for. And actually, Plexus is going to pay you to be a wholesale silver ambassador. So we're going to get 3 friends who might need this. You're just going to refer them to me. I'm going to then talk to them with you and explain how this all works and get them to sign up, and I'm going to put them underneath you. Now, guess what happens when I do that? Every time I put a person underneath you, they're going to spend the same $133.95. Okay? They're going to get the products at the cheapest rate. You're going to get a $24.88 bonus every time I do that. So I'm going to do that 3 times. So in July, you're going to get $74.64. Now, the cool thing that Plexus has going on is that this month, silver bonuses are double. So normally you'd get $100 paid to you in August. Plexus is going to pay you $200. And here's something else that's cool, because we're going to actually do this the right way. We're going to turn their subscriptions on so that they get their products at the same time every month. And they're going to get the same triplex or whatever products that you get over $100. And so you're going to actually get these things called pay points. So Plexus is going to give you 15 pay points every month, which works out to about $3, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, but average is 3. So that's another $45. So now let's do the math, okay? So your earnings in July and August, remember, $24.88 times 3, plus the $45 in pay points, plus the $200 bonus is $319.64. You're going to get your welcome pack in July for $99 plus $34.95, and then your ambassador price, wholesale silver ambassador price for that triplex is $114.95. So equaling $248.90. You're going to get paid $70, and you're going to net $70.74 for 2 months of taking part. And then it gets even better. So if you don't do this again, if we don't add any more ambassadors or those new people that we brought on, we don't teach them to do wholesale silver, which we want to do. We'll talk about that. You're still only be spending $70 a month going forward. How great is that? Okay, so let's pause.
And here's where you all get, right, take a deep breath and you get a little scared, or you're maybe going, but, or what if, or how about. And here's the thing. I know Shanice asked a question. Yes, this is to help your potential customer become an ambassador, a wholesale ambassador. We are going to still do the things that we know to do in terms of our business. We're still going to qualify people. We're still going to offer. We have never been in a better position, you guys, with product if we have somebody that loves triplex, that we're not offering an X Factor and a Mega X, or an X Factor Plus and a Mega X, or we're not offering Joyome, which is $100 in PV just by itself. And maybe as a wholesale customer, that's a thing that they're not getting every month, but they're also taking triplex. So we want to make sure that we're still qualifying people. We want to make sure that they realize, your new people that are referring people to you, that you continue to be the expert, and you're going to be the one in that three-way conversation, whether it's by phone or through chat or in emails, that you're the one providing the expertise. And then the other thing that you cannot forget is that stories sell. So your story and the story of your wholesale ambassador right now, who's taking products, who's used it for their allergies and they haven't had any issues in 2 years, it's your job to say, oh my gosh, Myra, do you realize you've told me over and over again, you have not bought allergy medicine in over 2 years. Who do you know that is always complaining about their allergies? And you're the one that's helping them facilitate finding those 3 people and then having that conversation. But here's what I guarantee to you. You're doing 3 things for yourself. You're building consistency in your business because you're not the one having to go find all those people and constantly, what we're always talking about, and building that warm market or building those relationships that sometimes take time. You're building those from automatic warm markets that your current team already has. The second thing is you're building belief because you're sharing your story and you're validating the story of the people that have been on your team that take the products, whether they take ProBio only or if they take triplex and Joyome and Lean and every other product that we have. Then the last thing that you're doing is that you are creating a culture within your team that builds momentum. So it's not just dependent on you. And if you're on a team where you're like, well, gosh, Lauren has a awesome story about autoimmune issues, then you're tapping in and you're asking Lauren, hey, how can I help you with a future potential? Because I would love for you to help me with this potential. So there's this sharing of camaraderie that starts to build this momentum and everybody wins. You guys, with those bonuses, I'm sure now all of you are on here, you've all gotten an email, you've seen on the team page, you know that you have the potential, if you're not a silver, to double bonus and get silver very quickly by adding just two ambassadors. If your demographic or your point organization looks, anyway, I'm getting all it.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going.
I'm just saying everyone has the potential to rank or re-rank this month while we institute and start to throw this program into place. The other thing, just like every other change that we've gone through, there has to be the mindset shift for you before you start rolling this out and talking to people that there's never been another option to share like this. Because we don't want to go in starting to object before somebody even gives us an objection. So knowing that it's just going to be a natural counterpart that as new people join us as a wholesale, sure, no, I don't want you don't have to grow a business. I am growing a business and I want to help some of your friends and help you get even better pricing than what you're getting. The other thing that's going to happen, y'all, by way of that, a byproduct, is that all those wholesale ambassadors that end up at $71.95 or $93.95 or $29.95, all of a sudden are going to feel empowered because they have some additional income coming in to pay for their products, to be consistent themselves on their products, and more than likely hit that 100 so that they can continue to benefit from that discount. So it's a win-win on every corner.
Woo! Okay, so before we turn over to feedback and comments and questions, let's do a really quick role play of how you would approach someone who is not even a current customer and what you would say to them about being a wholesale silver ambassador. What would that look like? How would you approach somebody?
All right, you do it. You did it better than I did when we practiced.
So Jen, I know you've been watching my journey. I know you've been interested. I have a question. Would you want to make $70 and have all your products paid for the next 2 months?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Let me tell you all. No catch. Let me tell you all about it. So I keep it really simple. Do you want to make $70 and have your products paid for? Because that's the math I just showed you with this contest in July. If you bring on someone brand new that gets a triplex or gets $100 in PV and they refer 3 people to you, and this is what I would say, we're going to get you the products at the cheapest price. You don't have to build a business like me. In fact, I don't want you to.
Right.
I just want you to take the products and get paid to take the products. You're going to give me 3 people that you think could benefit. We'll do a call. Like, you just listen in. I'll explain to them how it works, and I'll get them to join you, and they'll actually be on your team. I'll put them
And you
underneath
don't even
you.
have to say, I'm going to explain to them how it works. You can say to them, I wanted to share with them my testimony that got you so excited about trying products. And then you can share your story too. You can do it that way. And then for all of you that have current people, because I know you all have a list that you're working off of, the faces that I see, you're going to reach out to them and go, hey, did you see the email that came out today? Hey, did you see the email that came out yesterday? I am so excited. We have a new way to help you save and make even a little money. You don't have to grow business. I'm here to help. Can you give me 3 or 4 names, and we're going to contact them together? That's all you have to do. Now, if you've been asking for referrals in the past and you've not gotten anywhere, make sure that you're setting yourself up for success by saying, we've never had this approach before. You want to make sure that you're presenting this as brand new information, because it is, but also we're formatting or structuring it a little bit different with our verbiage. Words you want to stay away from is selling. Words you want to stay away from is rank bonus. You don't want to use the word rank bonus with them. That's going to freak them out. Like, what are you saying? I'm a rank what? And here's the thing that I believe will happen. Not for 100%, but for the majority of the people that you share with, and you say, we have this referral bonus program that I want you to be. You can even be honest and say, I would love for you to be my guinea pig in this. We'll learn along the way. There's going to be people that will totally trust you when you show them that vulnerability. But when they start seeing how easy it is, that when Erica shares her story and they're like, yeah, okay, let's sign up. Guess what's going to happen in August after that person's heard that 3 or 4 times? Their belief in themselves and this opportunity is going to be validated. And then they're going to think that much easier of, oh, my friend Susan might need the product. Oh, I want you to share. Could you talk to so-and-so? At work, there's this girl. I want you to talk to her. And before you know it, then you can take that conversation that you've helped build them a team and start to turn it around and go, okay, you lead this one. And see what starts to happen. And then we slowly have these morphed business builders. And come October, come December, you have somebody that's built an established team that has grown way more maybe than somebody that came in August that said, I'm going to build a business. But because they didn't have somebody in their corner showing them, guiding them, facilitating them maybe as consistently, doesn't have the kind of success that I think we will have with this Wholesale Silver strategy.
Totally agree. And the thing is, like you said, when you get essentially people who are getting a check, someone's going to, there are going to be people who join this in July who are going to get $200 and something checks, right, in August. When you get a check in your hand, it now becomes real. And now it's like, well, that wasn't that hard. And these products are working great and I'm loving it. Yeah, let me think of somebody else. Would you talk to, like you said?
There's no risk, right? It's not their reputation, it's yours. And so
you're taking the power of 3 and you're just using it in a very non-sales aggressive way and just saying, let me help you with referrals and let me put them underneath you. It's that simple.
Right.
Okay.
So, and I just want to say too, that when you start to do all of this, the thing that you're going to want to watch for is making sure that you're not overcomplicating any part of this. So when you sit down in a 3-way message, you're not going to throw up all the science. You're not going to throw up all the ingredients list. You're going to tell your story. You're going to have that person reiterate their story. You're going to ask what's important to them, and then you're going to close. There's not going to be a whole lot. And we are going to, again, like our commitment to you this month is to walk you through some training pieces for that. We wanted to give you the gist of it tonight so you had the numbers in hand. You know what you're looking for. You're making your list. We know that there's going to be a special on July 4th that comes out. So be ready for that. Don't wait till July 4th to see what it is and then decide to take advantage. And make and set your own goal this month that you're going to re-rank or rank to silver. You're going to re-rank or rank to gold, senior gold, ruby, senior ruby, and so forth.
Great. So let's level set one more time. Then we're going to open up for questions. So again, one more time. You can see on the screen now, well, hold on, let me do this. Blah, blah, blah. So you can see on the screen now the total earnings and costs. Give me a thumbs up. You can see that. Total earnings and costs. Okay, cool. So by ranking to silver in July, someone brand new is going to earn $319.64 over the next through July and August with the business builder bonuses, the silver bonus, and the pay point. They're going to spend $248.90 if they're doing the triplex. They're going to earn $70.74. So they're going to get paid to take Plexus for 60 days. And then from September on, as they're getting their products, if they don't do anything else, if they don't grow their team, it's only going to cost them $70, $69.95 to have Plexus every month.
And if you have someone current that it currently takes the triplex or currently purchases Joyome or currently just purchases ProBio, sit and do the math. And if you have trouble and you need help figuring out that math, ask us, ask somebody that you know that is good with numbers, and come up with that number for those people before you do, you share this information with them.
Okay, so let's, I'm going to stop the share and let's go and ask questions. Who's got questions, comments, or concerns? Just unmute and fire away.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay, great.
Okay, so I have some questions about the eligibility on the re-rank.
Great.
Okay, can y'all explain, because what I was reading, it said you could not, if you were that rank 2 consecutive months, that you were
not that rank for 2 consecutive months. Yeah.
Ever?
No, the last 2 months that you, so basically May and June.
Oh, okay, so if you were not at your past rank in May and June, then you're eligible to re-rank.
Correct. So if you're not eligible the last 2 months, you are eligible for the re-rank bonus, which if you're a senior Ruby and you didn't rank the last 2 months, how much is that worth? $750. Make you holla.
First time ranked to senior Ruby, which I know there's 3 people that I know of off the top of my head that could make that happen this month, if not more, is $1,500.
So they double it. If you've never hit it, double. Again, you make gold for the first time, double 250, that's 500. Make silver, double $100, $200.
I mean, and think crazy. Fast Start Gold original, it's $1,050.
So wait a minute. If you go Fast Start Gold, someone comes on board and they Fast Start Gold
in July, they get $1,050 in just bonuses, not business builder bonuses, just rank bonuses. That's insane. To be a goal for every leader on this page to find a person to Fast Start Gold.
Okay, I have another question.
Okay.
Yes.
So I was looking at my back office, how are we going to tell who we can help? You know what I mean? It doesn't tell us what their last rank, or it doesn't tell us, you know what I mean? If I have somebody who was a silver ambassador but hasn't been silver in the past 6 months, how can I tell? Is there a way to tell who those people are, or do we just have to find out from them?
Well, you can tell based on if you run a spreadsheet and you look at June, for example, and it tells you how they were paid. You can do the May report and the June report. It'll tell you how they were paid. So it's got their highest rank and then what they were paid at.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think here's the thing to remember too, is the general rules should be, especially for those of you who have a larger organization, you need to focus on your 1 through 3s. That's where the cream of the crop, the most opportunity to help impact, as well as the most points to accumulate for yourself, as well as for their organizations, is those levels 1, 2, and 3s. And then looking, first at fine-tooth comb through your level 1s, go to those people and say, okay, who do you identify under you that you have a goal to see turn silver, that you think is close, halfway to gold, that they have 3 potential people to get to gold, to silver. And so that looks normal. That looks like gold is within reach. So really do some researching of your numbers.
So Michelle asked a great question. I'm a preferred customer. So if 3 of my friends get $100 worth of Plexus, I get the bonus to become a silver ambassador. Let's see more. That is exactly correct, Michelle Campbell. I wish you were our preferred customer.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever you're the preferred customer for, you should reach out to that ambassador and say, yes, I've got 3 friends on our team page, woman.
Okay.
So, yes, that's exactly how it works, Michelle. Great question. Basically, you become an ambassador, you get a cheaper price. You're going to get, like we talked about, 3 friends is going to get you almost $320 over July and August. And it's going to cost you a total of $248, call it $249.
Erica's good question.
Great. Erica.
So as leaders, we should be looking at our back office and pinpointing those senior ambassadors, those ones that are right under silver, to, and check out what they did last month to see if they truly had 2 qualified ambassadors or not. We had that. Well, Judy's on right now. She's not ranked to silver yet, but she has 2 ambassadors. And so now she just needs to make sure they get to their 100 PV, which we're sure that they will, and then get 1 more. And then it's a $200 bonus.
They got to get 2 more.
They actually have to get 2 more. And that was one question that we had for Matthew for clarification.
4 is silver?
No,
3 is silver. But then to earn the double incentive, you have to have at least 2 and new ambassadors with welcome pack.
Okay.
So everybody's goal should be 2, no matter what.
Okay, so if she just gets her 1, then she'd still get the $100 normal bonus?
Yes.
Okay. 2 for the
double. Yes, and that was something we wanted to make sure. 2 for 2. 2 for double.
Great question, Erica.
I think Kristen has a question. Kristen, can you unmute yourself?
Okay, sorry. I'm using a new computer, so I'm
a
little lost right now. So I've been gold for a while, but I have a new, sorry, you can hear my son in the background banging on the door to get me.
We got dogs.
I have well, she's been a wholesale ambassador for a while. She was in the fall. I don't know if she's in the fall anymore right now. But she was interested in the double silver ranking this month for the bonus. But she has said that she wasn't really a salesperson. She didn't know if she could really get into it. What would be your best advice or way to get her started? Because I was kind of the same way, but I've always been more of a people person, salesperson-ish. So it's a little bit easier on my side, but she hasn't been. So how do you get someone to transition besides telling them to get out of their comfort zone and just jump in?
Well, so it's not even that, right? So that's a great question. What we're saying is tell that person, don't be a salesperson. Here's what I want. Can you think of 3 people that you think would benefit from the products, or 3 people that you know? Let's talk to them together. I'll do all the heavy lifting. You just listen in, and you can share your story. I'll share my story. And then when they sign up, they'll go underneath you, and you'll get all the benefit. How's that sound, friend?
Literally what your expectation on them is to get the name, get them on a message or on a call and say, can you introduce me as your friend who introduced you to the products? That's really all we're asking them to do.
Yeah, so no selling required.
And don't be afraid, right? We all are afraid. I was at a dinner last night with Phil, and even I, almost 5 years in, you guys, with certain people, I can get nervous and get like intimidated and like, oh my God, these people make so much money. They would never want to do this, and shut myself down before I even give them the opportunity to say yes or no. And before the night was over, he was like, well, so-and-so asked me about participating in this thing. I'm really thinking about this network marketing thing. And I'm sitting there going, dang it. Why did I miss my own opportunity? Why I was the one that took myself out of the equation. So don't do that.
Out of the game.
Out of the game. Give yourself every opportunity this month, if never before, to willingly accept the no. Because the worst thing that can happen, y'all, the worst thing that can happen is that they go, I can't believe you asked me that. And all you can say is, I was just trying to see if you wanted to make to get your products at a better price. And if they give you no names, then you move on to the next person. You don't have to let it be a deal breaker in your relationship, in your business, in whether or not you're able to communicate or talk to more people about Plexus. So
I love that Michelle's watching live, and Monique is her gal. She's a
I love
preferred
that.
customer for Monique. So I think we're going to have a wholesale silver in Canada. Happy belated
Monique's
Canada, by
hiding.
the way.
She's like in the dark.
Michelle is an ambassador.
Oh, okay,
Awesome.
cool.
Awesome. That's great.
She said she's a PC.
She's my neighbor here in Prosper, all the way through Monique in Canada. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, lots of connections. Cool.
I met a guy today while I was meeting with my potential. He was like, I do Plexus. And he was so cute. And I said, oh, whose team are you on? And he said, Lori Welch. And I'm like, oh, Lori Welch, who lives in California. Like, it's just so cool how everybody, there's no borders with our business. I love it. So awesome.
Any other questions or comments?
Who's excited? Who thinks that this could be maybe like a game changer in your business this month, right? It really, really can be, especially for those of you who I'm so excited to see some people that are dipping their toe in the business side of things that are on this call tonight that have just like, okay, I think I'm going to do this. You really, really can.
It's just that easy. Awesome, Krista.
So next week we are going to have 2 guest speakers. They're both Silver Star earners.
What is that?
A Silver Star earner. So Plexus does this amazing contest that's kind of off the radar because if you're not working towards it, then maybe you miss it. But it is acknowledged every month in the Scoop newsletter. But 2 people, maybe more. 2, maybe. So I think sometimes it's been 3. They have people that you have to be the rank of ambassador, like a brand new ambassador, all the way up to a Ruby. I don't think you can qualify as a senior Ruby, but a Ruby ambassador who ends up developing the most silver underneath them, win a trip for 3 days, all expenses paid to Scottsdale, Arizona, which is
later paid.
To our corporate headquarters. They get to meet with Tarl and Alec. They go to dinner with executives. They get a tour. They get $300 spending cash, and they get to stay at a beautiful resort as a thank you. Here's the cool thing that happens when you're to more Silver Star earners than not. They are on a fast track pass to a jewel position. Many of my friends that are jewels, I know that were Silver Star earners. So I have 2 girls that are coming on. One's a Ruby, one's a senior gold. I believe she just turned senior gold. So they're still in the throes of building their business. They're going to share their story with you, how they did it, some tips on helping people get to silver and really developing that. Because if we can get in this mindset that this truly is the sweet spot for your business, if you are building, just developing, helping other people, just get 3. And it seems like sometimes I think we overcomplicate it.
Yeah.
But if we just stay in that mindset to help somebody, one person on your team turn 3, what would your team look like in 12 months? You'd have 36. No, the math, I can't even do that.
Stop with the math. Just stick with your
show. But anyway, I think I'm very excited to have them on. Like I said, we are going to be giving you some verbiage and some little mini training tips throughout the week to remind you to kind of keep this in front of you. This training will be obviously here on the team page that you can go back to. We will also have the recorded version. So if you want to send that link to an ambassador that maybe doesn't check the team page on a regular basis, that will be available. Anything else?
That's it. Get after
Let's
it.
go
Have
get
fun.
it. Have a great 4th of July.
Yes.
Be watching your emails for that special. I'm anticipating that it'll be something like the 4th through the 7th. You don't know.
No, I think it's just one day. I would imagine it's just the 4th, and I imagine it's going to be $17.76 to join as an ambassador.
He does. Anyway, it'll be good, whatever it is. Help expand your mind. If you get stuck, the worst thing you can do is walk away from this with a bad attitude or question or confusion. If you have questions, get with your sponsor, get with your upline, get with us, ask away. Let's talk it through. Don't let the 3-way conversation scare you, right?
For sure.
We're going to help walk you through that.
Anything else?
You're welcome.
Thank you all.
Bye,
Have a great
guys.
night and great month. And
Happy 4th. Go Plexus.
bye, everybody.